Jamie Carragher there, look.
Stop it.
Jamie!
Stop.
2-1. 2-1. 2-1, mate. Yeah. Unlucky Jamie, lad. 2-1, lad.
You spat on me.
Oh.
Don't.
Oh.
What?
Jamie Carragher spat on my daughter.
Jamie Carragher's story is not just about tackles, trophies and loyalty to Liverpool Football Club. It is also about controversy, accountability and the complicated life that follows when a footballer transitions into the unforgiving world of television punditry. He was never a player who hid from confrontation on the pitch, and in many ways that same fiery personality followed him into retirement. Today, we're going to explore the incidents that shaped his public image, the moments that threatened his career in media, and how he rebuilt his reputation after very public mistakes. And before we go deeper, if you enjoy honest football stories that go beyond the headlines, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video so you never miss our deep dives into the lives of football's biggest names. Jamie Carragher was never the glamorous superstar. He wasn't known for step-overs or long-range screamers. He built his career on grit, positional intelligence and an almost obsessive commitment to Liverpool. That identity as a hard-working defender earned him respect across England. But when you build your entire persona around intensity, sometimes that same intensity can spill over into moments you later regret. The most infamous controversy of Carragher's post-playing career came in March 2018. Liverpool had just lost 2-1 to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Emotions were running high. Football rivalries, especially between Liverpool and United, are rarely calm affairs. As Carragher drove away from the stadium, a Manchester United fan recognised him and began filming from a nearby car. The fan shouted remarks about the result. What followed became one of the most talked about moments in modern sports broadcasting. A video surfaced showing Carragher spitting from his car toward the vehicle that was filming him. Inside that car was not just the adult fan, but his 14-year-old daughter. The footage spread rapidly across social media. Within hours, the story dominated headlines. A respected pundit, a former England international, caught on camera in what he would later call a moment of madness. The backlash was immediate. Fans, media outlets, and fellow professionals criticised the behaviour. For someone who had built a second career based on analysis and credibility, the damage was serious. Sky Sports, his employer, quickly suspended him pending investigation. Danish broadcaster TV3 also dropped him from coverage duties. It was a swift and public fall. From grace, Carragher did not hide. Within days, he appeared on Sky Sports to apologise. His voice was subdued. He acknowledged there was no excuse for what he had done. He admitted the presence of the young girl made the incident worse. It was, in his own words, unacceptable behaviour. That public apology became a crucial moment. In the modern media landscape, how you respond can matter almost as much as the mistake itself. Many questioned whether he would return to television at all. In an era where public figures are often permanently removed after scandals, Carragher's future looked uncertain. But after serving his suspension, Sky Sports reinstated him. The decision sparked debate. Some believed he deserved a second chance. Others argued that his behaviour warranted longer consequences. The incident forced Carragher into a period of reflection. On Monday Night Football, he returned with a more measured presence. There was still passion, still sharp analysis, but a visible awareness of the responsibility that comes with a public platform. For many viewers, the apology and suspension felt like a turning point in his media career. Long before the 2018 spitting controversy, Carragher had shown flashes of temper during his playing days. In 2002, during an FA Cup tie against Arsenal, at Highbury, he reacted to abuse from the crowd by throwing a coin back into the stands. It was an impulsive reaction in the heat of the moment. The referee issued a red card and police later gave him a formal warning. That earlier incident revealed a pattern. Carragher's instinct to respond rather than ignore. On the pitch, that trait made him a fierce competitor. Off the pitch, it sometimes placed him in difficult situations. The line between passion and poor judgment can be thin, especially when emotions are involved. As his punditry career developed, Carragher became known for outspoken opinions. Unlike some former players who offer cautious, diplomatic commentary, he embraced debate. That style made him compelling television. Alongside Gary Neville on Monday Night Football, he helped redefine football analysis in England. Their tactical breakdowns, disagreements, and candid discussions drew millions of viewers. But bold opinions often lead to controversy. In 2025, Carragher found himself in a public feud with Rio Ferdinand over comments related to Mohamed Salah. The exchange played out across television segments and social media. Both men defended their views passionately. While not scandalous in the way the 2018 incident was, it highlighted how heated punditry debates can become. Carragher also faced criticism for remarks about the Africa Cup of Nations. Some viewers interpreted his comments as dismissive of the tournament's importance. Social media reacted quickly, with fans defending AFCON's legacy and prestige. Carragher later clarified his position, but the episode reminded everyone how sensitive global football discussions can be. Perhaps one of the lighter controversies came when Lionel Messi reportedly messaged Carragher calling him a donkey. The insult followed criticism Carragher had made about Messi's move to Paris Saint-Germain. Rather than escalate the situation, Carragher laughed it off publicly. It became a humorous anecdote, showing that not all controversies need to spiral. The contrast between Carragher the player and Carragher the pundit is fascinating. As a defender, he thrived on structure and discipline. As a commentator, he thrives on confrontation and opinion. Both roles require confidence, but the latter carries the risk of constant scrutiny beyond the pitch. What makes Carragher's journey compelling is that his biggest controversy happened after he had already retired. Many athletes assume the pressure fades when the boots come off. In reality, the spotlight simply changes direction. Every comment, every reaction, every moment is filmed, clipped, and shared globally within minutes. The 2018 incident forced a broader conversation about accountability in sports media. Should former players be held to higher standards? Should emotional reactions excuse certain behaviour? These questions filled columns and debate shows for weeks. Carragher became the central example in a larger discussion about professionalism. To his credit, he did not attempt to shift blame. He did not claim the video was misleading. He owned the mistake. That ownership likely played a major role in his return. In modern public life, denial often prolongs damage. Acceptance can begin repair. Carragher's Liverpool legacy remains largely intact. He made over 700 appearances for the club. He was part of the miraculous 2005 Champions League triumph in Istanbul. He was known for throwing himself into tackles with reckless bravery. Those memories still dominate how Liverpool supporters remember him. But his media career added a new layer to his identity. He is now as recognised for breaking down defensive lines on a tactics board as he once was for blocking shots inside the penalty area. That transition from player to analyst is not easy. It requires vulnerability, public speaking skills, and resilience against criticism. The football world is unforgiving. One clip can define a reputation. Carragher experienced that reality firsthand. For months after the spitting incident, it followed him everywhere. Interviews returned to it. Social media comments referenced it. Redemption in the digital age is slow and often incomplete. Yet over time, the noise softened. His analysis remained sharp. His chemistry with Gary Neville continued to entertain viewers. Slowly, he rebuilt trust. Not everyone forgave him, but enough did for him to remain one of the most prominent voices in English football broadcasting. The 2002 coin-throwing episode and the 2018 spitting incident share a common theme: impulsive reactions under emotional stress. They serve as reminders that athletes, despite fame and experience, are human. They can make poor decisions in moments of frustration. Carragher has since spoken about maturity and perspective. Age changes how one reacts. The responsibility of being a father, a broadcaster, and a public figure weighs differently than that of a 24-year-old defender in a hostile stadium. Growth is often quiet and gradual. The feud with Rio Ferdinand demonstrated another dimension of his character. He does not shy away from disagreement. Debate, in his view, is part of football culture. But even heated exchanges rarely cross into personal animosity. In the world of televised sports debate, that balance is essential. Criticism over AFCON comments highlighted how global football audiences are. A remark made in a UK studio can echo across continents within seconds. Pundits today operate in a worldwide arena, and sensitivity to cultural and regional contexts is more important than ever. Through it all, Carragher remains visible. He continues to appear on major broadcasts, Champions League nights and Premier League analysis shows. His presence signals that despite controversies, his expertise and insight are valued. The story of Jamie Carragher is not one of perfection. It is one of intensity, misjudgment, apology, and persistence. It shows how a career can bend under pressure, but not necessarily break. Football loves redemption arcs almost as much as it loves scandal. Carragher's second act in media survives because he confronted his worst moment publicly rather than hiding from it. His journey also reflects a broader truth about modern sport. Players are no longer just athletes. They are brands, personalities, analysts, and cultural figures. Every action carries weight far beyond the stadium. In the end, Carragher remains a major figure in English football media. His opinions spark conversation. His debates drive ratings. His mistakes remind us that even seasoned professionals can falter. And perhaps that complexity is what keeps audiences watching. Not a flawless hero, but a passionate, sometimes flawed figure navigating life after football under relentless scrutiny.